Hey there everyone, I just want to show you how the Deltalab Harmonicomputer DL-5, which I have for sale on eBay, functions. So today you'll see that I have a microphone plugged into the first of two outputs all the way to the left with another line coming out of the main output and heading straight into the amplifier that I have here. Okay. So right now I just have the complete source mix, and I'm going to switch this right to the middle. So I have equal inputs and outputs. And what you see at the moment is that I have it on the keyboard setting. Now the keyboard setting allows you to select the pitch bend here along this keyboard. The top end shows above the unison, and here shows an octave below unison. So the very lowest note is here, and you can hear it there just fine. Now if I go to the fifth below, you can hear it. Fourth below, do something dissonant like a minor second. Now I can go to unison right here, and at any point in time, if I want to fine tune it, I can just switch to this middle section here, and that lets me get it just perfect, just like it is right now. All right, so now let's go real high. We'll do a fifth right here. Here's a fifth, and now finally a full eighth above my voice. And now if you wanted to, say, pick a very specific range, or if you're doing some non-Western music that required something besides a half step between your notes, flip down to full range mode, and you can go anywhere within the range, all the way up to a full octave above or a full octave below. Okay, now let's get right back here. I'm going to switch to keyboard. All right, now what I want to do is use the time-based processor to mess with the vibrato. So you have a few options for the vibrato. You can change the width of the vibrato as well as the speed of the vibrato. Let me bring it down here. This is just using vibrato with a unison. All right, I'm going to use, we'll turn a little bit of the feedback. The feedback sort of gives a crunchy sound like you see here. We can let that off here. Now, if we just want to use this machine as a either a vibrato or a pitch shifter, we could switch to something like the eighth above, and then just go to the full shift. Now I'm only outputting a signal that's an eighth above the input. Here's a fifth above the input. And finally, unison. So that's about everything that you can do with these front controls here. By the way, there is a level monitor over here on the left side. Unlike what I stated in my description, this does have full use of these knobs, including the speed knob. I was wrong in my original assessment. One last thing I'll do is show you these guys on the back. Let me go to a dry signal. There we go. Okay, so you can see the serial number as well as the label from the manufacturer. Each of the inputs and outputs does have a separate knob on it right here for adjusting the level output. And there's a feedback coupler for send and return. And let's see, we have effects only output. Then we have two external pitch controls, full range and foot pedal. Then we have a bypass switch, which you can foot operate. I think the same thing is true of this external pitch monitor. The switch between 115 and 230 volt, depending on where you live. And finally, a 1/4 amp fuse, the grounding strap, and the actual plug. It's just a regular US style plug. All right. I think that's it. Thanks.